What's up, y'all? It's your girl, El Rochelle, here with Harwood Divas NFL Week 17 picks. So, it's here, the end of the regular season. We didn't think we'd see it coming, but it's here. We've gotten through another season of football, and playoffs is getting ready to begin. I'm so very excited. I'm in my championship for fantasy. Y'all know how I was doing earlier in fantasy. I wasn't really excited about it, but Yes, I'm there. So, all right, first up, we've got all Sunday games, no Thursday, and there will be no Monday games. We're getting all ready and revved up for playoffs. So, first up, 10 a.m. games. We've got the Redskins versus the Giants. Giants. Both of these teams are terrible, but one's more terrible than the other, especially without their starting quarterback. So, going with the Giants. Ravens versus the Bengals. The Ravens need to win this game. Bengals, though, I think at home are a better team and haven't lost, I believe, at home this year. So, going with the Bengals. Jags versus the Colts. Jags, now you guys know how I felt about the Jags early on, but they've proven me wrong. They've actually gotten quite a few wins this year. And I want to root for them, but I just don't see it coming in versus the Colts. Colts did really well last week, so I'm going with the Colts in this one. Jets versus the Dolphins. Dolphins. I don't know what needs to happen with the Jets, but something needs to happen. I'm actually kind of excited to see what's going on with the Dolphins after a very miserable year with some craziness in the middle of it. Started off really well, then it got really awkward in the middle. It looks like they're doing pretty well. So I'd like to see the Dolphins win, make it to the playoffs. We'll see what happens. Lions versus the Vikings. Lions. Vikings. Adrian Peterson is out. It's pretty much a point where we can just give up on the season for them. Lions, I don't know what's wrong with them, and I don't know what happened, but there definitely needs to be some change in their organization. Not player-wise. Players, for the most part, they're good. They do need to gel better together, but I definitely think there's a structural, organizational change that needs to happen over this offseason. So we'll see, but I'm going with the Lions for this one. Panthers versus the Falcons. Panthers. That's not difficult. It's not difficult. We will be seeing Tony Gonzalez's last game. So he says he's retired a couple times. Told us he was retiring and came back. So, but I definitely believe. I think this is his last season. I think he's ready to go. It's sad that he couldn't go out on a much better season, but this is the end for one of the greatest tight end in the league. He's only second to Jerry Rice in quite a few categories. So I'm really excited to see this game, just to watch him play his final game. And salute to Mr. Gonzalez. So, Browns versus Steelers. Steelers. Yeah, Steelers. They haven't had a great season, but neither have the Browns. That was a horrible way to start. It's like, let's trade away our best person. Oh, but that actually turned out to be okay for them because that best person went to the Colts and hasn't really done anything himself. So, whatever. But going with the Steelers. Texans versus the Titans. This is a tough one, only in the sense that neither of these teams is very exciting to watch, personally. I'll go with the Titans, though. The Texans are on, their third-string quarterback right now. Titans are doing okay. They're coming on a little bit better. So I'll go with the Titans. All right, so the 1:25 p.m. Pacific, 4:25 Eastern games. Buccaneers versus the Saints. Saints don't lose at home. It's just, and not to the Buccaneers. Saints. Bills versus the Patriots. Bills are doing okay, but not Patriots, not at home. Just not going to happen. Rams versus the Seahawks. I don't care who came in and beat the Seahawks at home. The Rams aren't going to be the ones to do it this week. Though they do get some random wins that you totally don't expect, but they're generally at home. They get those wins at home. They haven't really got too many of those away, so I'm going with the Seahawks still. Packers versus the Bears. Now this one's tough, Aaron Rodgers is coming back. Yay. But it's going to still be his first game back. So him, once again, kind of gelling with the team. I don't know. Lacey's been really good, though. So that kind of gives him the opportunity to get comfortable, but still be able to, like, hand off and not feel like you have to win the game yourself. So I'm going with the Packers only because the Bears just seem to crumble under odd circumstances. And this, to me, seems to be an odd circumstance. We'll see what happens. It's a toss-up. I'll go with the Packers, but let's be real. It could be the Bears at home. Who knows? Whatever. Packers, though. I'm going with the Packers. 49ers versus the Cardinals. Now, I like the Cardinals. Don't get me wrong. I do. But I'm going with the 49ers. They seem to be coming on much better here at the end of the season. Liking what I'm seeing from them. So I'm going to go with the 49ers. They need to win this game. Nice push into the playoffs. So, 49ers. Broncos versus the Raiders. Now, this is hilarious. It's, like, funny in my house because my husband is a Raiders fan. And so, like, sometimes I pose the question, like, who do you think has this game? And, like, we'll talk over it. And so, I jokingly said, Broncos or Raiders. And he's like, Raiders, ride or die. And I'm like, no, they're not going to win. So, I'm not picking the Raiders. And I don't honestly think he's crazy enough to really pick the Raiders. We're both going with the Broncos in this situation. So, Broncos, there you have it. Chiefs versus the Chargers. Now, this one is a head scratcher. Chargers need to win this game. They also need a bunch of stuff to happen before they even play their game. So that might also determine how they play. But Chargers have notoriously been a team that comes on at the end of the season. And like always, they're doing that this year. I believe they can beat the Chiefs at home. I hope all of the chips that need to fall for them do, because I do want to see the Chargers in the playoffs again. I like the Chargers, not only because they're probably mainly because they're in San Diego. Okay, not mainly. That's really the reason I like them. They're in San Diego. I don't like many AFC teams, but the Chargers are right here. They're our team here in LA until we can get a real team. Get us a team. So I'm going to go with the Chargers. I definitely think they can pull this one out. Chiefs kind of have faltered in this last half of the season, but going with the Chargers. And the 5:30 p.m. game, our last game of the NFL 2013 season, the Philadelphia Eagles versus my Dallas Cowboys. Without Tony Romo. Oh my gosh. This one's tough for me. Well, first of all, because I love the Cowboys. Second of all, because I like the Eagles. I really do. I know that's kind of one of those things you're not supposed to say. Now, I don't tell people I like the Redskins. Like, I really don't like them, and I really, no. And I don't like the Giants. But I do like the Eagles. I've always liked the Eagles. Maybe something with the black quarterbacks. But, I don't want them to win this game. And I love LaShawn McCoy. He is my fantasy running back. I love him. He is awesome. In any other game, I want them to win. But I don't want them to beat the Cowboys. I just don't. My heart is going with the Cowboys. My brain is telling me the Eagles. But my heart is going with the Cowboys only because we seem to win these stupid games that you're not supposed to win. Like the games where, they shouldn't have won that game. They totally shouldn't have won that. The games where we really have an honest chance of winning, we just go, bump that, we ain't doing it. This one, I think they have. Eagles running around getting a little cocky, telling Jerry Jones to pick his tea times. LaShawn McCoy jumping on the internet, or jumping on the radio and telling the fans to come out and watch them smash. I can't, in my heart, I can't feel for that. I don't even like our backups, quarterbacks. And, we have nobody on defense. The whole team is, on IR. But, I am going with the Cowboys. That's what my heart says. And I'm going with my heart. So, there you have it. These are our final games. This is our final week of the regular season. Now, of course, you will still see me during playoffs, so don't get scared. Les is going away. But there you have it, guys. The 2013 NFL season is ending today. And playoffs begin next week. Yes, I just raised the roof because it was awesome, and I still like to do it every now and then. But there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think. Holler at me with your picks. I am pretty sure someone's picked somebody else, especially that last game. So let me know what you think. Holler at your girl in the comments. I will talk to you later. Toodles.